Hello, West Essex, and welcome to the second episode of SportsKnight Radio, the Wessex Wire's official student-run podcast for all things sports. My name is Paul Gustafson, and I'm joined here today, as always, by Mr. Curran Rastogi.
Hello.
How you doing, Curran?
I'm all good. How about you?
I'm pretty excited because the NBA's back, and what do you think so far? Some exciting games?
Yeah, particularly that Nets T-Wolves game last night. Kyrie dropped 50. Would have hit that game-winning buzzer beater. That would have been fun.
That was a good game. What about Detroit at the Pacers with Andre Drummond dropping 32? I think he's 32 and 20. That was an awesome game from that center.
32 and 23. He's on my fantasy team, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there.
Okay, no need to flex on us. What about the Heat? I thought we played really well. Justice Winslow, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists.
I mean, they look good, but you have the you're playing with the Grizzlies. It's like the Grizzlies aren't necessarily the best team.
I mean, they do have Ja Morant, who looked pretty good last night.
All right, he got blocked out. That was nice.
By Silva, Chris Silva. Watch out for that guy. Silva's gonna be a beast for the Heat.
Okay.
So on today's show, we're gonna be talking about the MLB playoffs and our picks for the World Series eventually. So, what have you thought of the playoffs so far? I think they've been pretty interesting.
They've been pretty interesting. Teams have fallen that I didn't think were gonna fall.
Dodgers.
Yep, the Braves. It's been ridiculous. Some of the teams played incredible. Some of them have choked. It's what you normally expect.
Everything's been pretty interesting, too, starting all the way back from the wild card, now to the World Series. And spoiler alert, the Nationals are winning 2-0 right now. And me, I'm going to spoil my pick right now. I thought the Astros were going to win. And now that they're down 2-0, I don't know how confident I am in that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's hard to come back down to. It's just something like you have to pick up four in a row, which is just going to be hard for them.
But if any team can do it, it's a team led by Jose Altuve, Garrett Cole, Justin Verlander. I have faith in the Astros.
They're a very good team. I don't think we can count them out yet.
So we're going to pretty much recap everything that's happened so far for the playoffs. So if you want to start talking about the wild card games.
All right. So we got the NL wild card first. The Nationals ended up winning, but they were down 3 early on. And then they rallied back. Trey Turner hit a home run in the bottom of the third, and then they had a 3-run eighth to take it.
A comeback W. They were down, ended up winning 4-3. You know, it was a good game for both sides besides the Brewers, who did choke without Christian Yelich. The American League wild card between the A's and the Rays. I don't think a lot of people are expecting what they got out of Yandy Diaz and the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, the 5th pitch was a homer for Yandy Diaz. He hit 2. Hit 4 in total, 5-1, I think. And the Rays advanced their first ALDS since 2013.
Yandy Diaz really put himself on the map, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs and 2 RBI. He really impressed me that game, as well as the rest of the Rays offense, which, as you'll learn in a little bit, they did impress during the divisional series against that Astros 2 coming back. Then we moved on to the division series, which is where some of the National League powerhouses fell off.
The Nationals won in 5. Clayton Kershaw, he continued
Clayton Chokeshaw.
Yeah, Clayton Chokeshaw, he continued his reputation as a postseason choker. He gave up a homer to Rendon and Soto in the 8th. And Dodgers fans now want Dave Roberts out. He's been 2 years in a row, and they don't like choking every time.
Howie Kendrick really came up big, hitting the grand slam there for the Nationals, and I was very impressed with the Nationals because, to be honest, I didn't expect them to do much of anything in the playoffs. I thought they were going to lose to the Brewers originally, but you know they really showed that they're a true World Series contender, which that's where they are right now, and they're winning the World Series. So that really impressed me, the Nationals in that series.
I have to be honest. I went to bed. I didn't see the 10th.
So did I.
Yeah, I woke up and I saw my Dodger friends getting all pissed off.
Josh.
Yep.
So the other series we had was between the Braves and the Cardinals, and that also went to 5 games, and I'm pretty sure the Cardinals might have embarrassed the Braves in the first inning of Game 5.
Yeah, Braves fans don't want to go back to that. 13-2 in the in Game 5 just killed the Braves. It's just a massacre.
The Braves, they were impressive all regular season. You got Freddie Freeman, Ronald Acuna. They just got some hitters. They could hit the ball. What happened to that offense in Game 5 when they had a chance to move on in the playoffs?
I don't know. I think they were just so defeated after after letting up a 10-run first inning.
That was ugly. That was a very ugly inning of baseball.
Do you think that it was the right decision to start Fultonevich instead of Soroka, someone like that?
Absolutely not. They sent Fultonevich down to the minors at some point. He is not as good a pitcher as they think he is. He was an all-star last year, but he hasn't returned to that form yet. So if you have a Game 5 in the playoffs, start Mike Soroka, who was a potential Rookie of the Year candidate and had an amazing season for the Braves.
Although Fultonevich did go 7 strong. He had 7 shutout frames in Game 2, so it was a good performance. So I think they might have been a little justified in starting him.
Over in the American League, your Yankees really beat up on the Twins.
Yep, it's a sweep. We were hitting bombs. They weren't. Although the Game 1 was a little I was a little nervous, but we came back. It was all good, and they continued to get owned by us.
One standout moment for me was Didi Gregorius' grand slam with the bat flip. That was awesome moment there for the Yankees fans.
Yeah, I was very happy when that happened. I might have been screaming at the top of my lungs, and my mom might have yelled at me for doing that. But on to the other series, the Rays versus the Astros.
Very impressed by what Tampa Bay did in the series, falling down 2-0 early to be able to come back and push it to a Game 5 where they got a meeting with Garrett Cole, which did not end well for them.
Yeah, I don't think they had any real expectations. People thought they were going to lose. People thought they might have been a sweep, might have been a gentleman's sweep. But they came back. They tried their best. And, if they leave because there's talk of relocating to Montreal or somewhere like that, I don't think that they should leave. I think that the organization needs to give on a higher payroll because they had the lowest payroll in the entire league.
And that's what's really impressive about it is that they were getting this done with not no-name players, but not star players, like guys like Tommy Pham really contributing to the offense, and I was very impressed by Tampa Bay.
Yeah, especially their young guys. On to the NLCS.
That set up the NLCS, which was between the Cardinals and the Nationals, who were not the favorites to make it to the National League Championship, and especially the Cardinals, because the Nationals really embarrassed them.
The Nationals 1-4. The Cardinals were pretenders, but they could have gone. They could have gone all the way. Like they lucked into that, like they did in I think it was 2014 when they won the World Series off of David Freese home run.
The Cardinals, they're an interesting team to me. I feel like there's just something about them where I feel like they're always there, but they just never have enough to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, that's what was said about the Nationals. They hadn't done anything good, but now they get to their first World Series in franchise history. So
over in the American League, we saw he's already mad over here, this Yankees fan. The Astros play the Yankees, and do you want to talk to me about Game 6?
That was the most frustrating thing. I was at someone's house watching it. We were yelling at the TV. We were down 2 in the 9th inning. LeMahieu comes up clutch with a 2-run homer.
And then what happened in the bottom of the 9th?
Jose
Altuve hit a bomb that ended the Yankees franchise.
It was bad. It was a sad game. I had no reaction. I was sitting on the couch and I was just like, I was sad.
Was jumping up and down in joy as a Yankee hater. It was an amazing home run, and no one better to do it but Jose Altuve, one of the greatest players to ever do it for the Houston Astros, and he continues to show why he's a world-class second baseman.
Yeah, that was not the best. On to the World Series.
Let's do it.
Nationals versus Astros. Game 1, Nats 1-4-5 or 5-4. I can't speak.
Juan Soto's a great player, I have to say. As much of I'm not gonna call myself a Juan Soto hater, but as a Mets fan, I'm not a big fan of Juan Soto's, but he's really impressed me throughout the World Series.
I think we should start calling him Juan Godo.
Juan Godo?
Yeah,
maybe that could work.
I like that better. Notably, he had a dinger, two-run double that gave the Nats a lead that they would never surrender. The bullpen almost choked though. Springer almost home run. But he didn't run. But AJ Hinch said it was he got caught up in the moment. What was your reaction?
All I have to say is that what happened to Garrett Cole?
I don't know. He was blown up.
What happened to Garrett Cole? What happened to this dominant pitcher we saw all postseason and all regular season? Garrett Cole is the best pitcher in baseball. 300 plus strikeouts in the regular season. Where was he?
He didn't show up. His it just wasn't falling for him.
Seems like he might have traded powers with some of those ugly Yankees pitchers during that series.
We won't talk about that.
Game 2.
Yeah.
Nationals won again.
13-2.
What's happening?
I don't know.
What happened to baseball? Why are the Nationals winning 2-0 in the World Series this year?
I don't know. They were just killing him. Ryan Presley gave up like 8 runs in the, I want to say like 5th or 6th.
That was a big inning for the Nationals. That might just go down as the biggest inning in Washington Nationals history.
Yeah, it was very intense. He was even walking Juan Soto, which was like, it makes sense because he's been owning the Astros all postseason.
I'm rooting for the Astros personally. You know, I like the team. I like some of their players, but I have been rooting a little bit for the Nationals because me being a Mets fan, not a very big Bryce Harper fan. So I'm pretty happy actually the Nationals are doing well because I do not like Bryce Harper.
All right, now we're gonna go on to our buzzer beater. Welcome back to our buzzer beater, the segment where Paul and I will be given 30 seconds to argue our parts on a debate. Today's debate question: who will win the World Series? 30 seconds is on the clock. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So I want the Nationals to win the World Series. I mean, most normal baseball fans want them to. I'm a Yankees fan too, so like I'd like the Astros to get killed. But they have so many likable players. Trey Turner, the leadoff, he's a power, speed kind of guy, and they also have Juan Soto, rookie. He's not a rookie. He's 20 years old, but he's so good. Bullpen's a struggle, but hopefully their starting pitching can carry through.
All right. I mean, gotta be honest, it's probably the right pick because of what we've seen so far, but I'll take my take here. 3, 2, 1. Houston Astros. I don't know. I've been saying the Astros, and I'm going to stick with it, even though they have not looked too good through Game 1 and 2. The Nationals just look like a better baseball team right now, and I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going with Houston because Jose Altuve is the best player in this series. He is such a good hitter. He could do everything. He's a leader for this Astros team, and if their pitching picks back up with Zach Greinke, Verlander, and Cole, watch out, Nationals, because your hot streak's going to end.
He fit that in, maybe a little over, but
I went like 0.5 seconds over 30 seconds. You got a problem with that, Curran?
a little.
Shall I go talk to the commissioner?
All right, we will.
Who's the commissioner?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
later.
good try, buddy.
All right, that's our show, everybody. Check out the WessexWire.com. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Comment. Give us that interaction. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget that as of today, October 23rd, the Charlotte Hornets are undefeated.
See ya.
Ten, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, West L6. Oh, I said West L6. Okay.